Welcome back to Rare Coin Archive, where legends aren't always written in books, sometimes they're hiding in your spare change. Picture this, a coin so small, most people wouldn't even stoop to pick it up. Just one little 1964 South African 1-center coin, once worth next to nothing, now selling for over $75,000. That's not a typo. A single cent now worth more than most people's annual salary. But what happened? How did this unassuming bronze coin become one of Africa's most elusive treasures? And more importantly, could you be holding one right now without even knowing it? Stick with us, because this isn't just the story of a coin, it's the story of accidents, anomalies, and a rare twist of fate that turned copper into gold. Let's rewind. It's 1964. The air is heavy with change. Apartheid casts a long shadow over South Africa. Yet amid the tension of the times, life goes on. A loaf of bread? A few cents. A bus ride across town? One small copper coin. That coin was the 1964 South African 1-center, a humble little bronze disc with a sparrow on the back and Jan van Riebeeck on the front. It was everywhere, in wallets, pockets, under cushions, at the corner cafe. But what no one knew was that some of these coins weren't quite right. At first glance, the 1964 1-cent coin is ordinary. Reverse side, the iconic sparrow, detailed, perched gently on a branch. A symbol of everyday life. Obverse side, Jan van Riebeeck, father of the Cape Colony, staring stoically into history. But here's where the story takes a turn. In a year full of political unrest and economic shifts, something unusual happened inside the South African Mint. A handful of these coins were struck on the wrong metal, possibly aluminum or nickel instead of bronze. Others were hit with misaligned dies, creating ghost-like double images known as double die errors. And together, these two mistakes, a rare planchet and a double die, created one of the most valuable African coins ever discovered. In the world of numismatics, mint errors are gold not because they're perfect, but because they're flawed in a way no one could ever recreate. When a coin is accidentally minted on the wrong metal, it's called a planchet error, and it's like catching lightning in a bottle. Add to that a double die where the coin's design appears twice, and you've got a perfect storm of collectability. So what makes these coins fetch up to $75,000? Rarity. Fewer than a dozen confirmed examples are known to exist. Condition. To command that price, it must be nearly flawless, graded MS66 or higher. Provenance. Coins with traceable origins and professional authentication always sell higher. And of course, demand. Serious collectors will pay anything to fill the rarest gap in their collection. Take the story of one Johannesburg man who discovered an old biscuit tin in his late grandfather's attic. Inside, buttons, foreign coins, and at the bottom, a dull 1-cent piece. But this one looked odd. The weight felt off. The metal seemed silvery. The engravings were doubled. Weeks later, after professional grading and verification, the results came in wrong planchet. Double die. MS67 condition. Value? $75,000 at auction. All from a coin that sat ignored for over 50 years. Why 1964? South Africa was undergoing massive changes, not just politically but economically. The mint was experimenting with new metals, switching suppliers, and battling old machinery. In times of transition, mistakes happen. And it's these mistakes that become treasured anomalies. Though 1963 and 1965 have their own small tales, it's 1964 that holds the crown, the year of accidental brilliance. So before you pass by that jar of coins or dismiss that old drawer full of junk change, take a second look. The 1964 South Africa 1-center coin may be small, but its story is monumental. It's a tale of flawed perfection, historical serendipity, and a reminder that even the smallest things can hold extraordinary value. If the story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss another hidden treasure. And hey, if you've got a coin story of your own, drop it in the comments. You might just be featured in our next episode. Until next time, stay curious, keep collecting, and remember, one coin can change everything.